Running totals isn't just for line charts. As you develop your skills in Tableau, you'll realize just how versatile this tool is, especially for very unique requests from our stakeholders. In this video, we're going to extend its use to crosstabs. In this video, we're going to cover another type of running total, but we're going to break it down in a little bit of a smaller steps so you can see exactly what it's doing. I mentioned in the previous video that there are different ways that you can use that compute using basically the direction of where the running total is going. So let me show you an application of that. What we're going to do is we're going to build a table, and we haven't really built that yet. So let me show you how to build it. It's very simple. So let's start with category. I'm going to bring it into rows. And then I'm going to get segment and I'm going to bring that into columns. So we've got a very cute, a very little table here, and I'm just kind of making it a little bit bigger. You can do the same if you like. And I'm going to make it a little bit taller as well, and you'll see exactly why. The first thing I want to bring in the values here is the actual profit. Now, if I bring profit into columns, it's going to make it a bar chart. If I move profit into rows, it's going to make it a column chart. So how do I make it to just be the values themselves? No visualization. Well, let's get rid of this sum of profit. The way we do that is there's two ways. I can grab profit and drop it here on text, and now we just have the numbers, or I can grab profit and drop it on the ABCs themselves. There you have it. Okay, so those are the individual values. So this is the sum profit of office furniture and consumer. Okay. Then we're going to do a running total, and we're going to do a few steps here so you can kind of see where the direction is going. So if I right click sum of profit, quick table calculation, running total, it's going to start doing running totals. Great. And then what I want to do is I want to bring another value in, right, to sit underneath this one. So I'm going to bring profit in again. And now I have two values. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to reorganize this. I'm going to bring this one, the one without the triangle meaning it has a quick table calculation, and I'm going to bring it above. And you'll see this little orange triangle appear, and that's really what you're looking for. Once it's in the correct position, then you want to drop it. Now sometimes, because you're new to this, you may drop it right on top and it makes one of them disappear, basically a replace, right? So you don't want to do that. Wait for that orange triangle. Cool. Okay, so now looking at this, and I'm going to make the text a little bit bigger, so just so you can see for demonstration. There we go. Make it a little bit bigger because I'm old. I can't see as well as I used to. So the top line in every single one is the actual value itself. The one underneath is the running total. So we've currently got this set to compute using table across, which basically means it's summing up going this way. Oh, hang on. Going this way. So you can see 31,247 plus 13,000 is 44,534, and then 44,000 plus 6,194 is now 50,728. So it's summing this way. If I want to make it go this way for whatever reason, I can go in here, compute using, and go table down. So that's now going this way. All right, it's going this way. Individual columns. Okay. Now let's say I want it to be completely continuous, right? So I wanted it to go kind of like this. And then this one will be the total sum of everything, right? The way I do that is I can go in here and go compute using table across, then down. So across, then it goes down, and then across, down, across, like so. So I can see it going 31,000 plus 13 gives you 44. 44 plus 6,194 gives you 50,000. Okay, and then going into the next line, so 50,000 plus 80,000 gives you 130. 130 plus 43 gives you 174. 46 plus 174 gives you 221, and so on and so forth. And it goes like this. Okay, I can also make it go this way. Just depends what you want for the particular analysis you're doing, right? And I'll show you another application of this right after. So if I go here and go compute using, I can go table down, then across. It's going like that. You can see it going this way. Okay, so let me show you an actual application of like, where would you actually use this? Okay, so this is now getting into a little bit advanced, but that's okay. We're going to kind of go step by step. So I'm going to create a new sheet. Okay, because you're probably wondering, it's like, why would I sum of sales something like this? It doesn't make sense if they're individual items. Correct. So let's do a new sheet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the profit. Okay, actually, no, we're not going to do it that way. Instead, we're going to bring in order date. I'm going to drop it into columns. Then I'm going to bring order date again and drop it into rows. So I got year and year. I can change this rows one into month. Okay, so you can probably see where I'm going with this. So I can go bring in profit, drop it on the ABCs. Okay, we go like that. And what I want it to do is I want it to go down, then across, down, then across. So then I can see cumulatively the total profit. So I can right click here, quick table, running total, go back in, compute using, and then I can go down, then across. Okay, so it's going like that. So again, it shows me the same value, 286, from this previous one. Where is it? I think it was this one with a running total, right? 286,000. Okay, so that's what it's doing, going down across. So there's another application of running total. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you at the next video.